Ohayo gozaimasu, konnichiwa, or konbanwa, wherever you are in the world, welcome to the Dabbler Depot studios. And this week we are celebrating all things Japan, specifically Japanese whiskey. Now, most people when they think of whiskey, they're thinking, oh, that's from Scotland, that's from Ireland, even parts of America. But it's in the past century that Japan has really stepped up. Their distilleries are really making a name for themselves on the whiskey world stage. And it's for this reason that we wanted to celebrate all things Japanese whiskey. And we did that the only way we know how, a blind tasting. So me, the tasting master, set 7 of our sippers to taste through 6 of these whiskeys. We want to check for different flavor notes, how they stacked up against each other, and really see if you're getting your value with any of these spirits. So listen up, we've got our top 3 coming your way. Now before we jump into that, let's meet the contenders. Starting from my right, Takamine 8-year whiskey. Next, we have Kayo oak-aged whiskey. After that, we've got Akashi Japanese whiskey. Next, we have Hibiki Japanese Harmony. After that, we have Ohishi whiskey. And finally, we have the Yamazaki single malt 12-year Japanese whiskey. Now, the reason we chose these 6 different whiskeys is for 2 main reasons. First, they range in cost. We got a bottle that's just over $40, and we've got a bottle ranging all the way up to $160. And secondly, these all have a variety of different distillation methods. So we want to see how different processes of creating these whiskeys compare to each other. Coming in at number 3 on our Japanese whiskey blind tasting is Hibiki. Now, this delicate whiskey was a powerhouse in our tasting and was really a crowd pleaser to our panel. Hibiki Japanese Harmony seduced our tasting panel with its honey and orange blossom fragrance and its light body and a mellow sweet character on the sip. With just the right amount of malt backbone and an oaky presence to give it structure, this whiskey is a masterclass of blending of a super smooth dram. This is a perfect whiskey for those sippers that necessarily don't want to dive into the deep end of smoky and peatiness. And coming in at just over $85, this bottle definitely justifies the price tag. Coming in at the number 2 spot on our Japanese whiskey blind tasting is the Yamazaki single malt 12-year. It's perhaps no surprise that the 12-year single malt from Yamazaki ranks so highly in our tasting. This touted Japanese whiskey showcased a level of complexity only matched by our number 1 whiskey. Now on the nose, Yamazaki 12 draws you in with notes of strawberry, green tea, light peat, and some vanilla oakiness. On the sip, flavors of coconut, toffee, peat, and oak wash over the taste buds and finishes with a bite of alcohol that really warms you up from the inside. Because of the depth and complexity of character of this whiskey, it does come with a pretty steep price tag at about $160, but our panel feels that that price point is entirely justified for such a distinct and wonderful dram of whiskey. And coming in at our top spot with our Japanese whiskey blind tasting is Takamine 8-year. And it only takes 1 sip to figure out why. Takamine brings the complexity of the Yamazaki, but also the mellowness and accessibility of the Hibiki. On the nose, our tasting panel was met with a range of aromas that spanned a wide gamut. One taster noted soft floral fragrances, beeswax, vanilla, and some orange zest. And another uncovered coconut and pineapple that evoked a pina colada. So much so they quipped, this is like if Jimmy Buffett made Japanese whiskey. Many of these flavors carry over to the sip and are balanced with a rich malt note, a tickle of spice, and a warming alcohol heat with a bit of an oaky finish. What makes Takamine even more special is that it is a koji fermented whiskey. A process that just delivers that much more interesting character. And at $99, Takamine 8 is a steal of a whiskey. It easily compares with some of the $160 to $200 bottles, and that is why it takes the top spot with our blind tasting. Well, arigato gozaimasu for hanging out with me here in the Dabbler Depot studios, learning a few things about some Japanese whiskeys. We hope you stop into Dabbler Depot this week because we're putting on a deal where if you buy 1 bottle of any Japanese whiskey, you get 15% off any additional Japanese products. So come travel to Japan with us while never leaving Minnesota here at Dabbler Depot. Cheers.